that's too messy.
Me, hi. And we're talking about life after high school. How it's not the end of the world, usually.
No.
You want to start?
Sure. Both of us originally started at college.
Both of us started off, like, when we finished high school, we were both planning on going to college. Although I wasn't really looking forward to it because I wasn't going into a program that I really wanted to go in. It was, like, sort of my second choice because I never actually applied to my first choice. And, yeah, and that's the same in Bethany, I think, right?
Kind of. I thought that I wanted to do this, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I went into hairdressing first of all, and
I went for graphic design,
yeah,
and yeah.
We're no longer in either of those programs.
No. For me, I was really nervous before going into college, which I don't, like, we weren't going to college as far away from where we live.
So we just stayed with our parents.
Basically, because we're losers. But anyway.
Obviously.
Obviously. Yeah, no. So, like, the first day, I had to figure out buses and stuff, and then actually getting there, and, like, experiencing what my program was going to be like for the first day. It was the longest day of my whole schedule, too. And getting home, I was just like, oh my gosh, I hate my life, and I can't go through with that program. Like, I mean, it's not a bad program for people who like it, but it just wasn't for me, so I dropped out after the first day of college, which some of you might think is a dumb decision, but...
My program was, like, really intense. It was Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, and you had to wear, like, specific uniforms, and, like, you had to be presentable, wear makeup, have your hair done, stuff like that. And then after 3 months of working on mannequins, you were supposed to go and work on real people. So that kind of scared me. I dropped out after 4 days, which happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then after dropping out, I was kind of like, oh my goodness, this is weird. I'm not in school, and I feel so, like, pointless, because I hadn't planned on taking, like, a gap year or a year off, whatever you want to call it, after high school, because I thought, you know, if I take a year off, I won't want to do anything. But yeah, I got a job. Actually, I got 3 jobs. I never really had, like, a steady job. What did I do? I delivered papers, which I still do. Yeah. I worked at a stable with this girl, and I also washed trucks, and that was an interesting job. But, so that's what I did, and
then I wound up going to a different college and a different program. It was kind of like a starter program, and it was basically all kinds of different media. So there was photography, web design, acting, there was some broadcasting stuff and some film stuff that we did. And it was just kind of like one of those programs where if you didn't really know what you wanted to do, you took it, and then you got a little bit of everything, so you could decide.
We both went to the same high school together, and the high school that we went to runs a program for graduates called Take Flight, and this year they went to Northern Ireland. So since I wasn't in college, I was like, well, I can go on this program thing. So I did that, and I went to Northern Ireland and Ireland for a month, and that was in February to March. So yeah, it's really cool when you're, like, not in school, because you get to experience all these other things, and I mean, you have to work, but it's nice because it gives you the time to think about what you want to do next year if you're feeling pressured. Like, going into college right after you're done high school is not a bad thing, but it can be if you really don't know what you want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So the time I took off let me, like, think about what I wanted to do, and so I decided to go for photography, which was my first choice over graphic design that I never actually applied to. So I was able to, like, build up a portfolio for the time I had off and stuff, and then put that together and send that off, and now I'm actually going to the college that she's attending for photography.
And then next year I decided to go into broadcasting, so basically I'll be doing editing and special effects kind of stuff for either film or TV, hopefully afterwards.
Basically, what we're saying is high school is a lot of fun, and
I loved high school, actually.
me too. It's great to look back at. But anyway, and college, and like when I was in grade 12, I was kind of scared of finishing high school. Like you look forward to it.
Yeah.
You look forward to graduating, but then after you're just like, oh my gosh.
What do I do now?
Yeah.
Like I have to actually like make real life decisions now. Because beforehand you were always like forced to go to school and like you didn't really have a choice. Well, I guess when you're a certain age in high school you can drop out. But for most people anyways, like graduating high school is just like something that most people do. Like if you didn't do that, that's fine.
It's actually not that scary.
Yeah.
Like,
and we both had like completely different experiences too, though. Like.
Like taking a year off isn't bad, and then if you don't know what you want to do but you still want to go to school, then taking a basic program is also really good.
Yeah, and like going to college, it's more than just the education part. Like you meet new people and you have a lot of fun. You try new things. It's
lots of new things. Well, hey, mine was kind of selfish too. I mean, I got a boyfriend out of my trip.
That's true. That's true. Hey, go on trips. You get boyfriends.
Go on missions trips.
That's so sad.
And flirt with your leaders because they like young girls.
That's so creepy. Oh my gosh. That is so creepy.
I know, but it's true.
I'm never gonna be able to look at your boyfriend the same now that you've said.
So don't be scared. As that basically wraps up our video. So hopefully you enjoyed this.
Hopefully.
Yes. All right.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I don't remember what I was saying. Sorry, I'm gonna restart that.
So.
Yeah.
There's a phone.
I knew it.